I think that the building is about to collapse.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Steex, audio video production here at the Guitar Summit 2024. At the booth, not really the booth, special room of Guitar Summit. As you can see, lots of amplifiers here that you can try out at very loud volume. With Daniel from Lichtlaerm. Is correct the pronunciation?
Yeah, you're getting better every time.
Okay, thank you. And as you can see, we have a massive cabinet here together with new pedals.
Yes.
So let's introduce the new babies that you bring here.
I mean, let's start with the elephant in the room.
Okay.
So basically, it's an 8x12 cabinet. It kind of started out as a joke for Guitar Summit because someone wanted to bring a 6x12, and I was like, okay, then I'm going to make it 8x12. Yeah. And so we did. And in fact, it sounds really good. Like, we just turn it on and it's like,
yeah,
the cap just goes. It's so much fun. We're running the Prometheus through it. It has our new LCFR 150 speakers.
Okay.
Which eight of them. Yes,
okay.
8 12-inch speakers. Like, it's meant for guitar, but you can obviously play bass through it as well.
Okay.
Like, it's bigger than like the typical Ampeg fridge, like the 8x10.
Yes.
Like, it's insane. I have one in the workshop, and you can see it's scratched on the side here. That's where the Ampeg cabinet is.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, 8 of our new speakers, and like just
how much does it weigh?
Around 75 to 80 kilos.
Like me.
Yeah, same. And yeah, it has 1,200 watts. So,
a lot.
So you can put everything through it. It doesn't care. Really doesn't matter. It will take everything. But we also have a bunch of new pedals.
Yeah. Can I grab it?
Yes, please. Basically what we did here, it's an ampless board. Like, you can plug this into the cabinet and you're good to go. This is the whole setup. So I would say film it and then we start from the right and go through the signal chain.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with The Devil by Obsidian Audio. Obsidian Audio is a new brand that was started by my good friend Taylor Danley. Basically, I'm doing the design, I'm doing the assembly. He came up with the idea and pitched like what he thinks is the perfect overdrive. So we have a tightness control, we have gain level, we have a built-in noise gate, and just everything in one. You can boost every amp. It has insane output. It can tighten up the amp. You can change the frequency response.
Okay.
And there's no noise at all because it has a full-on gate in there.
What is the girth?
The girth is basically like a tightness control.
Okay.
Like, all the way to the left, it's the tightest, and the more you turn it up, the more dirty it gets.
Okay.
It's like what Fortin did on the Natars, the girth and grind ones. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So that's what this does.
Yes, I have a Satan in my studio.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
It works like that.
Yeah. So the next one is the new version of our Total Distortion Worship. We had a limited run last year that sold out in like, I don't know, 2 weeks or so.
Wow.
So now we have a production model with a new artwork that's like the typical gold and black that we do. It's a collaboration with Cult FX from the US, which is our warehouse fulfillment and dealer in like the northern part of the United States. It's basically 4 pedals in one. It's a noise gate, it's a distortion, it's an EQ, and you have a separate foot switchable boost.
Wow. Very complete.
Yes. So this thing can kick off like 4 pedals from your wall.
Yes.
Then the next new one is basically a shimmer reverb or an octave reverb. It's kind of the same basis as the Untief and Transcendence that I showed you last year. And you can add either a high octave, a low octave, or both at once.
Wow.
Which gives like almost like church organ feelings, like especially the low octave. If you play like slow, doomy riffs, it's getting immense. It's crazy.
Also with this cabinet.
Especially with this cab, yeah. The low end response on this is just ridiculous anyway.
Yes.
So,
and here, as I can see that you can control also with the expression pedal.
Yes, you can add the expression pedal and fade in the octaves with your foot if you want.
Okay.
So just have a reverb and then fade in octaves.
Okay.
You got an FX loop, so you can run it through other pedals and just have like the reverb go through distortion, through a phaser, and just modulate it
super
however you want.
This RMP?
RMP is like the ramp switch. It's for the freeze button. So you press it and it basically gets infinite. Like the reverb goes on
okay,
forever.
okay.
You can create pads and then play over it. And it's great for ambient music especially. Kind of the heart of the board is the Mother the Science preamp from Mother amplifier. No, other way around. So let's pretend I didn't f this up 3 times already. It's the Mother preamp by Science Amplification. My good friend Alex, who inspired the look of the Prometheus and does amazing amps. So we just wanted to give a shout out and build the pedal board around his preamp. It's insane. It works great with all the pedals. It sounds really good on its own. You can run it as a preamp, as a distortion. Just amazing preamp. Like literally one of the best ones I've ever tried. As much as it pains me to say that because we make preamps as well, but this is just insane.
So basically we have 3 different, let's say 2 different in front of pedals.
Yes.
One, let's say, send return modulation. The preamp itself, and here is the power
and
amp.
Our other new thing, which will be the next thing that we release, it's a power amp. We made a bit of a mistake. It says 9 to 24 volts, but it actually works only from 12 to 24. But it doesn't care if it's DC, AC, or polarity, it doesn't matter. You can plug everything in there. It has like the emulation of a tube power amp impedance curve.
Yes.
So it doesn't sound like lifeless, like a Class D power amp would. And it has 60 watts in this small thing.
Okay, that's very cool. That's also really interesting for me because I'm a reviewer.
Yeah.
And usually I review preamp pedal. I don't want to bring always an amplifier because it is not the brand, of course, that I have to try out.
Exactly.
So really cool to have a very short.
I mean, I can send you one, and it's super easy to use. You only have a mute button if you want everything to be silent, or turn it back on.
Yes, wonderful.
It doesn't care what power supply. Like I said, AC, DC, AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Or polarity. Doesn't matter. Like it works with everything, and it's insanely fucking loud.
I can imagine. I try out this one.
Oh yeah, sure. We can actually plug it in here, and you can just run this straight into the cabinet, and we'll make the walls crumble.
We have to use, of course, speaker cable.
Yes, speaker cable, 8 or 16 ohms. Doesn't work on 4 ohms. And yeah, power supply is around here somewhere. I keep losing my stuff, but you'll find it.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for your time. Great products, really, really interesting, and I hope to try out in my studio soon.
We're gonna have it, and I'm gonna send you a Prometheus.
Thank
I promised you last year.
This would be great.
Yeah.
And I try out a lower volume than I try out here. For sure. Otherwise, my father. So, guys, you have the link in the description, as always, to know more about Lichtlaerm products. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.